Aloha and welcome to day 7 and 8 of our vacation in Kauai. Of course, we have to start out with the adorable cardinal again, who is eating birdseed right on the table. I'm sitting right next to this cardinal, and it is not the least bit afraid of me. I think it's quite used to getting fed on people's balconies. That was a little piece of toast that it was trying, but it just was too big and preferred it on the ground, so it could break it up a little bit better. So next up, you're going to see more of the cardinal eating on the ground some little bits of toast. It's just adorable. I really enjoyed seeing this little guy each morning. Next, we went on a boat ride of the Nāpali coast. It was Captain Andy's Sunset Cruise along the Nāpali coast. It was a 3-course dinner, which was excellent. I did not take a picture of it, but we sailed out to the Nāpali coast. It was actually a sailboat, but they didn't put the sails up until we were at the very end of the Nāpali coast. We lucked out and got a very calm day for our boat ride, so it was quite manageable and nobody got seasick. So going out, it was definitely a narrated tour where they told you all about the Nāpali coast. Once we reached the very end is when they opened the bar and they started serving dinner. For dinner, we had one little appetizer, then we had a salad, which was delicious, and then we had our main course of filet mignon and steak with asparagus and some carrots, and then for dessert we had a lime cheesecake. The drinks were Mai Tais, of course, that's the Hawaii specialty drink, and any other wine or beer or anything else you wanted. So this is the beautiful Nāpali coast. It is uninhabited, so there's no hotels or anything on it. There are some little cabins, and there is some area where the government has missile launches, actually. You can hike down to these secluded beaches and camp at some of the areas and spend the night if you'd like to, or the weekend, whatever. There is some areas that you can drive down by the beach, but most of it is very isolated and secluded, which is really a fun part of the Nāpali coast. In our younger day, we did hike to one of the beaches on the Nāpali coast, and it was just really fun to go and see such a secluded area. The hiking is very treacherous here. If it gets wet, which it rains all the time, especially up in the mountain range. So if it's wet, the rocks are very slippery and muddy, and it's just kind of a difficult thing to hike. So anyhow, this is the Nāpali coast. Here we go. Around the corner, you're going to see some beautiful views of this little inlet here. The watercolor is an aqua green. I know it doesn't always show up well on the video, but the water is just stunning. That's a little waterfall right there that this boat is watching. A lot of the water from the Nāpali coast mountains at one point was diverted over to water the sugar plantations in the area. Look at how stunning this is. This was the view that you saw in the movie of Pirates of the Caribbean, where Jack Sparrow goes running through that opening. I guess they've even some movies flown a helicopter through that opening, which I would hate to see that. That just sounds a little scary. But see that gorgeous aqua green color? That is the true color of the water here in Hawaii. It's just so pretty. So yes, the sugar plantations did divert the water so they could irrigate their crops. So there's not as many waterfalls here as there used to be, but now the sugar plantations are completely shut down. They have found that tourism makes them more money on this island than growing pineapples and sugar, which is what they used to do. Again, just another gorgeous, gorgeous view of the Nāpali coastline. There are many helicopters that go over this area so that people can view as well. This is a little area of a waterfall there you can see. There are a lot of sea caves along the coast, and some of the boat rides you can take like a little Zodiac boat out there and go in the sea caves. That would be pretty rough because it's a pretty rough area as far as waves and roughness on the ocean, but oh, there's another waterfall. But our particular boat ride was not rough at all, since it was a calm day and it was also a bigger boat. So I'm just going to let you enjoy the views of the Nāpali coast for a bit. Now we're getting to the end of our boat ride, which is what everybody's been waiting for, the gorgeous sunset over the ocean. This is an absolutely beautiful sunset. The little bit of clouds in the sky make it for even a more interesting sunset and some great pictures and videos. Enjoy! Back at the condo, you're gonna see a couple of the stray cats. There's at least a dozen stray cats right near our condo. I did feed it a little bit of lunch meat. This was quite a skinny little gray cat. And the other one is nowhere near as skinny, but a little bit friendlier. It's obviously gotten fed by plenty of people. There's a walkway right outside our balcony, which goes down to our beach, and then also a beach further down, which is better for swimming. And we went on that walkway last night and we saw probably 4 or 5 cats on that walkway alone. I'm not sure why they don't do more for their cat control issue here, but it's just always been here, always lots of cats. Okay, so the next day we stayed in our condo and just chilled most of the day and enjoyed the view from our balcony. My husband wasn't feeling well, so he definitely needed a day to rest. This is Lydgate State Park, where you can go snorkeling. It has this man-made rock cove all around it, so it's a better protected area for snorkeling. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye. Mahalo.